Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonmothgoddess Tarot. Thank you all so much for being here, your continued love and support here on the channel. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing what are your person's current feelings and intentions towards you, okay? So we do have 3 crystals out here for you guys to choose from. For group 1, we have a Snowflake Obsidian. For group 2, we have a Carnelian. And then for group number 3, we do have a yellow, which I believe is a Jasper. If you already feel drawn to one of the crystals, you can go ahead and skip right to the timestamp. That'll help you to go directly to your reading, okay? But I am going to be adding in one of these cards to help you guys the choosing for those of you that do need the little bit of extra help. So let's see your person's current feelings and intentions. So group 1, what are your person's current feelings and intentions towards you? What are your person's current feelings and intentions towards you? And group 3. Current feelings and intentions. Okay. So let's see what we've got. Group 1. We've got intuition. And it says sixth sense, intuition, and subconscious. And that is with the Snowflake Obsidian. Group number 2, we have hot, and it says popular, focus, and explosive, and that is with the Carnelian. And group number 3, we have firm, wide awake, clean, and decisive. Okay, so those are the choices for today. Once again, your person's current feelings and intentions towards you. Group 1 with intuition and the Snowflake Obsidian. Group 2 with hot and the Carnelian. And then group 3 with the yellow Jasper and firm. Timestamps will be down below, and I will see you all at your reading. Hi group 1, so those of you that resonate with the intuition card, sixth sense, intuition, and subconscious with the Snowflake Obsidian, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out what are your person's current feelings and intentions towards you. So we're going to pull some oracle cards here and see what is coming through. What are their current feelings and intentions towards group number 1? We have second chance here with reconciliation, making amends, or opportunity. Now remember that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates to your situation. Second chance might quite literally mean reconciliation for some of you because it's a past partner. For others of you, this can be, the second chance could mean that maybe the first time the connection never made it off the ground. Okay. What are their current feelings and intentions? We have responsibilities. I do have to cover up part of this. We have responsibilities here, and it says, I have to take care of my financial and emotional needs. What are their current feelings and intentions? We have a fresh start, chance, beginnings, and new direction. And then we have a free spirit here with risks, roaming wild, and also possibilities. And then decision here with choices, inconsistencies, and feeling conflicted. Okay. So I kind of feel that we are dealing with a person who may have been questioning whether or not they want to start over with this connection, whatever that means for you. Okay. Either reconciling because it's a past person, or because it's, you know, the two of you have been dating or dated in the past and things never really made it forward. Now, for those of you where you are, let's just say, in a relationship with this person, okay, then this would apply to you in a way that this person is understanding that there are certain responsibilities that they might have in that relationship with you. And so trying to start over again, start fresh. Okay, so like I said, take it how it resonates, how it makes sense for you. But we're going to do here, because I do want to clarify a little bit more on this intuition here. And then we're going to pull, actually, let's do it the other way around. Let's first look at what this person's current feelings and intentions are, and then we're going to go back in and clarify intuition. Group 1, what are their current feelings and intentions towards you? We have the Ace of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the 5 of Swords, okay, so we've got Justice, the 4 of Cups, and then we have the King of Wands. Seven of Swords is at the bottom, with the Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, the 7 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. Okay, so with the 5 of Swords being present, you know, this may more or less be talking about the internal struggle that this person is dealing with, of trying to make the right choice and the right decision. Some of you, this person could be thinking about long-term relationship with you. Whether or not that is something that they want to move forward with, committing to you over the long term. Some of you may have had a disagreement or a falling out with this person, and that can certainly be something, especially if you're in a relationship with this person already, you know, trying to resolve conflict, trying to do the right thing. There are, you know, we do have the 4 of Cups here. So the 4 of Cups can be about rejection. It can be about boredom, loss of interest, or it might even be a person who's emotionally unavailable. Okay, some of you, that might have been what the disagreement was over, the fight was over. I want to look at this intuition here. 3 of Swords. The Hermit and the Sun. There's some kind of pain here that this person feels like needs to address here. Now, this could be something that is unrelated to you, okay, in which this person's intuition is trying to draw them inward at some type of healing that they need to do, especially if this person has a tendency to be withdrawn. If they have trust issues about relationships, if they've been mistreated in the past, if they've been in toxic relationships in the past where people have mistreated them, then this could certainly be something that's weighing on their mind, that where they end up projecting this onto you, which would make them turn down the opportunity for relationship with you, right? So if you are dealing with a person who you know is wounded, has trust issues, is more emotionally withdrawn, it feels like this person could certainly be attracted to you. But then, and seeing the potential, right, of where something can go. But if this person is also still healing, okay, from something, their intuition could be telling to them, like, they need to heal. They need time by themselves, alone, and to work on healing this. Okay, because it can certainly be something that's causing them to, something that's affecting their, their decision here with moving forward with your connection. Because this energy is present, it feels like this is something that this person is still dealing with. Okay. What is this decision here? Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Lovers. Okay, now, those of you where you are married to this person, okay, you are married, you are in a long-term relationship already. If the two of you have been going through some challenges here, in your marriage, in your relationship, there might be betrayal here for some of you, okay? If this person has betrayed you, lied to you, hid something from you, and the two of you are having some difficulties in your relationship, this person could very well be having the idea or the thought of divorce on their mind, or breaking up. Okay, because they might not be very, with the Four of Cups being present, very satisfied. Sometimes, and again, sometimes some people, when things get very challenging in a relationship, especially if this has been ongoing, right? Because the Five of Swords can talk about resentment, anger, hurtful words that are exchanged with each other, a lot of fighting and arguing. Sometimes it drains us, and sometimes we feel like, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore. So it really feels like for some of you that are in a relationship or married to this person right now, where their intuition could be telling them maybe it's better to part ways. Where I need to start taking care of myself. I need to put myself first. So they might be kind of making a choice here, either whether or not to stay in the relationship, or is it time to walk away? Okay, now the Queen of Swords is here. The Queen of Swords is about discernment. It's about clarity and honesty. And it feels like this person is doing a lot of soul searching right now, and really thinking about what it is that they want, what they're going to be happy with, where they're going to be most happy, what is going to serve both you and them. Okay. Now, if we're dealing with a person who is very wounded and has been unavailable, they might see like, okay, yes, I see the potential of, being able to have a relationship, but I don't feel like I'm ready. Okay. It kind of feels like the opportunity is like right there, especially for those of you that are not committed to this person. Where they could be kind of on the fence here, deciding whether or not they should just walk away because they really feel like they're not ready. Or if you're with a person who they went through a divorce, they went through a bad breakup, And that is still something that is weighing heavily on their own mind and their own heart, where their intuition could be saying to them, like, you're not ready. You need to heal. Okay. I want to ask Spirit here, is this fresh start with or without you? Is this fresh start with or without group number 1? Is this fresh start with or without group number 1? 10 of Wands. This feels like without. Okay. They might feel like they need to get themselves in order. They might feel like they don't have anything to give, especially for those of you where you're dealing with someone who's, you know, still has issues from previous relationships, still has healing work to do, where they feel like they don't have much to give. Okay. Some of you, this person might be feeling right, especially if there's been like a fight or an argument here. Sometimes, you know, we can say mean and hurtful things, and sometimes those words hurt deep, you know, and there could be something that we say to someone that makes them feel like they're not good enough, or they're unworthy, or that nothing that they do is good enough. So, you know, some of you, your person might be in that headspace where they just feel like, okay, well, you know what? I don't feel like I'm worthy, or there's something that you've said that's made me feel unworthy. Or they could even feel like their needs are not being met. You know, they feel an emptiness. They feel a void. They feel like something's missing. And that may not even have to do with you. It may more or less be something that this person has to heal with inside of themselves, and a wound that this person has surrounding receiving. Yeah. So we've got Virgo, Leo, Libra, Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius, and also Aries and Sagittarius. Okay. I want to ask Spirit here, what is your advice? What is group? Actually, no, let's use the... And those of you that are, you know, trying to work towards overcoming some kind of betrayal here, it's hard. It can be quite challenging, intense, emotions running high, not knowing how to fix it, what to do. What is group 1's advice here? We've got enlightenment, and it says inspiration, epiphany, and innovation. We have primal, connecting deep within, sacred dance, and instinct. And then we have love conquers all here with enduring loyalty, eternal love, and a lasting commitment. So I almost feel, and of course, it's a two-way street, right? I honestly feel like Spirit's saying that with what we've got here between you and this other person, you know, if the other person is willing, okay, willing to try to see things through, try to work on things, try to be better emotionally connected, you know, because especially for those of you where you're married to the person or you're in a long-term relationship, you don't have to break up with each other just to work on yourself, right? You can work on yourself while you're in that relationship and commit yourself to growth and change You know, when you're not in a committed relationship with the person, then that's more or less where people might be like, you know what, I'm just going to step away. I'm going to work on myself. And then, you know, if I come back to this later, maybe, or it just might never happen, you know? But I feel like if you're in a situation with this person where they are wanting to try and they are communicating with you and they are telling you, hey, let's try to give this another chance, do that. Try to do what you can to try to salvage or to try to reconcile if the other person is willing. Okay? But if they're completely withdrawn and not talking to you and not putting in the effort, then you have to also be loyal to yourself. You have to love yourself enough to walk away if that is what's necessary, or to detach from that person. You know, whatever would apply to you there. Take some time to really look at things and what we're learning and what we're seeing, that could be valuable, right? As wisdom and knowledge that we can carry with us moving forward. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you. Group number 1. I do hope this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading. Hi, group 2. So those of you that resonated with hot, and the Carnelian, this is going to be your reading today. So we're finding out what are your person's current feelings and intentions towards you. Okay. So we're going to pull some more oracle cards here and see what is coming through. What are your person's current feelings and intentions towards you? We have shocking here with turmoil, trouble, and unexpected. And then we have clinging here, holding on, obsessing, and spying. We have reunion. We will always come back to each other. And what are their current feelings and intentions? We have cautious here, apprehensive, guarded, and afraid. And then we have regrets and mistakes. Okay, so let's pull the tarot. What are their current feelings and intentions towards you? Group number 2, Magician, Gemini, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We got the Knight of Cups, 3 of Swords, Page of Swords, the Strength card. Okay, so far from this energy, we've also got Leo and Aquarius. 2 of Wands, the Chariot, and the 6 of Cups at the bottom. So this feels like a situation here where this person may have stopped talking to you or ended the connection maybe prematurely. And it feels like what this person has the intention of doing is reconciling here. They may have felt like they've made a mistake, maybe where they were too afraid of moving the relationship forward. The Strength card here is about inner strength, courage, confidence, bravery, and about overcoming the fears, being more calm, more grounded. The Fool energy here is about taking a leap of faith. Okay. Page of Swords is here, which could certainly be about communication. So I feel like this person is someone who does have romantic feelings towards you. They feel that there is very much a bond, a connection between the two of you. The Magician is about focused intention. So this person is focusing here. Their intention is to come forward to tell you. I love how straightforward this group is. Come forward, tell you how they feel, you know, they may even talk to you about their, not only the regrets that they have or mistakes that they may have made in the relationship, but also about what their fears are. Okay. Because it kind of feels like maybe this could be a situation that just ended, maybe with no closure here, unexpectedly between you and this person, where there was a lot of attraction, a lot of connection here. But the person who may have felt in that closeness or in falling for you, that this could have been reminding them of past heartbreak. Okay. So they may have just kind of suddenly cut things off or pulled away. But now it's kind of like the realization of the connection that the two of you have, of finding themselves not able to let you go, to get over you. So it kind of feels like this person right now is planning to come forward, planning some kind of reunion or reconciliation here. Okay. Now we do have the Fool here, so I do want to look at that, because this is about taking some kind of leap of faith here, moving things forward with you, planning a reconciliation, telling you how they feel. Some of you, this person is in love with you, okay, or feels very strongly for you. Why is the Fool here? So that could be commitment, really the expansion and growth and nurturing of your relationship, potentially into something more here, such as commitment, a serious relationship. Okay, Page of Wands, exploring it, see where it goes. Let's keep nurturing this. We've got Taurus and Libra. This is Taurus, and then we've got more fire sign energy here, Aries as well as Sagittarius. Okay, let's look at the Chariot. Nine of Cups, Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Death card. Okay, so yeah, it feels like this person is wanting to build with you here. Okay, the Three of Pentacles is about laying the groundwork. So if there was where things were just not working, where you guys were just, it wasn't like you weren't really building it, right? It wasn't like where the other person wasn't really putting in the effort, the energy, this is changing, okay? The Nine of Cups is also about contentment, satisfaction, wish fulfillment. So I feel like this person truly does have a desire of wanting to see your relationship and where it could go, okay? Focused on you, wanting to tell you, like I said, how they feel. I want to look at what this person regrets here. What do they regret? Judgment, which is the decision that they made to release something that had potential, that they didn't, maybe at that time they didn't trust it. They didn't believe it. They were inconsistent, back and forth, indecisive. Okay, now they don't want to lose you. Now they're feeling they want another chance here. Okay. Let's ask Spirit here what your advice is. Group number 2. We have working too hard. Yeah, maybe you were working too hard in the past with this person. We have outsider, misfit, loner, wanderer, and maybe while you were trying to work so hard, this person was like shutting you out, pushing you away. We have the grumpy red fairy, you know, so this could have been certainly something that made you feel frustrated and upset, because you were feeling like, I have to do all the work here. I have to call them and text them and ask them out and do all these things. And it says it's time for a treat. Be your true self. Okay. So, you know, I would say boundaries are, you know, are certainly important here with this, because going through a situation where you're trying to give to a connection, the other person is acting a certain way, where it could have certainly led you to even certain behaviors, right? Because of what they did. making you kind of like act out of character, you know? So I feel like Spirit's kind of wanting you to focus on, you know, being your true self, stabilizing your own energy, and also put yourself in a place where you receive, you know, let them come to you. Let them do the work instead of you having to work so hard. It's time for you to have the treat. Okay? All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you. Group number 2. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, group number 3. So those of you that resonate with the card that says firm, wide awake, clean, and decisive with the yellow Jasper, this is going to be a reading. And we're going to pull some more oracle cards here to get a little bit more information on what your person's current feelings and intentions are towards you. What are their current feelings and intentions towards you, group number 3? We've got past life here, deja vu, repeated patterns, and karmic lessons. And then we have shallow here, hollow, empty, and boredom. What are their feelings and intentions? And then we have broken here. I feel shattered about this situation. I see what's going on. Yep. Okay. So we've got a person here who is realizing because of their past, and for some of you, yes, it might have to do with you. Others, it might not. Okay. It could be completely unrelated. But what this person is realizing is that this past energy is something that is causing difficulty with them being able to form an emotional bond and connection with you. Okay. And that might lead to them sabotaging the connection, where they might pull away from you. But it makes me feel like this person is having an awareness of it, awareness of their pattern, where they're keeping connection very superficial and not really allowing themselves to really open up and receive what you're trying to give. Okay, so they may have ended things here for some of you. Let's pull the tarot. What are their current feelings and intentions towards group number 3? 3 of Cups, 10 of Wands. The Sun, the Death card, the Knight of Pentacles. There's the 8 of Swords at the bottom with the 6 of Wands, with the Page of Cups. Okay, so this is just what I was saying. There's something that's being brought to this person's attention where they limit themselves. Their mind limits them, restricts them. The Page of Cups energy is superficial, okay? It's the feelings and emotions that we first start to develop when we're first starting to date someone. Okay? It's a superficial energy. It's something that has not fully matured. So you could very well be dealing with a person who is emotionally immature. They could be someone who does have a mother wound here, or a specific feminine who has really hurt this person in their past. Okay. And because of that, it makes them feel maybe very shy with expressing their feelings or their emotions, or to allowing them to open up more to develop deeper connection. Okay. Now, I do feel like this person, like I said, there is acknowledgement here of where they limit themselves. And I feel like this person is trying to take steps towards their healing. We've got healing, detox, and purification here with cleansing energy. The 10 of Wands is all of that heaviness that this person is holding on to. Okay. If you do by chance have, and I don't think it's all of you, but those of you that you are aware that you do have a past life with this person, I mean, there could have been things that are replaying in this experience that you're having with him in this with them in this incarnation, that is blocking this person, right? And it kind of feels like there's something this person has to heal. A mother wound is what I'm getting here. Or even a wound with their feminine energy with regard to receiving here. There's inner child healing that's needed. There might be some type of attention-seeking type of behavior to boost their ego. This could have been something that happens to them. Seeking validation, approval. But what I also see here is that this person, there is an acknowledgement and an admiration for you with the way in which you're trying to help to nurture this person. It just feels like there's a little bit of a difference here between what you're able to give and receive versus what they're able to give and receive. They have to fully allow themselves to receive before this person can give to you. Otherwise, you're going to feel an imbalance here with this person where you're giving to them and you're going to feel like what they're trying to give to you might not be enough for you. And it's because this person has to really learn how to go beyond the superficial, right? Infatuation and things of that nature, and really kind of allow themselves to open up and learn how to deepen feelings and emotions, learn how to express them, learn how to really enjoy spending time with someone, quality time, building the relationship, focus on being more optimistic and more positive, instead of feeling the energy of stress when it comes to, okay, I need to talk about my feelings now, where they kind of hold back and they resist. Okay. Now it feels like this person wants to try, like they want to put in the effort because they realize where their limitations are. And this could even be something that you brought up to them. Okay. I feel like this person is wanting to work towards changing, towards transforming here and working towards commitment. However, it feels like they want to take things slow. And if that doesn't work for you, you know, that's okay. But it looks like this person wants to continue to nurture your relationship, go out with you, have fun with you, enjoy your time, show you more attention, more affection in a way that they're trying to improve. Okay? Take it slow, one day at a time. I want to look at, so we've got Taurus, Libra, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Leo, and then Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What is this energy of firm here, Spirit? What is this firm energy? Okay. So we go from being a page, okay? And the pages within the tarot, they talk about a certain level of immaturity that we might have, or an underdevelopment, right? So the King of Wands is a very powerful energy. It's very confident. It's about a person who steps up, takes the lead, paves a path, okay? Page of Wands is when we're first starting out, right? Exploring, adventure, excitement, enthusiastic about something, but we might not necessarily have all of the experience. It's going to say, okay, now it's time to take things further, and I'm prepared to do that. This feels like this person has some blockages here with regard, again, to some kind of past pain here. The Five of Cups in reverse is a good thing because it's, in a way, it's overcoming that feeling of hopelessness, of disappointment and discouragement when it comes to other past situations that this person has been dealing with. So the King of Wands, in that wide awake, clean, decisive, and firm with something, is that more or less your person's intentions is that I'm going to step up. I'm going to move away from being that. And for some of you, this is a wounded inner child, okay, that you're dealing with within this person. So it's stepping up from, let's just say, that little boy into the man. Okay. Regardless of gender, it's just what I'm more so talking about here is that growth in terms of the action that we take. Where here we might be afraid. Okay, where this person is making a huge step here to embody energy of the King of Wands. More confidence, leadership, right? Them leading versus you trying to lead. You telling them this is what should happen next, or this is the way that things need to go, or this is how it should be, where they step up and say, okay, I'm leading this relationship. I feel confident. I'm moving it forward. I'm taking the steps that I need to move it forward. Pushing past the fears, pushing past the pain, the limitations, being more positive, being more optimistic, no longer holding oneself back. Yeah, Page of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Pentacles. So this is certainly, I feel like, setting the intention with you to continue to nurture this relationship, to reciprocate your energy, to put in more effort, to be more patient, or also wanting you to be patient with them. With the potential of this, developing into something deeper, long-term relationship, stability, security. I want to ask Spirit here, what is going on around this Page of Cups? 5 of Swords. There it is. So this 5 of Swords energy is the self-sabotaging thoughts. If this person has gone through, like I said, maybe mistreatment in the past, or toxic relationships, they might have trust issues. They may have had a parent, okay, I don't think this is all of you, but they may have had a parent that belittled them, that talked down to them, or grew up in an environment that was very toxic during childhood, okay? There's a lot of ego here that this person needs to kind of set aside. The ego, the pride, learn to trust. What is going on around this Empress energy? Lovers, 6 of Swords and 6 of Cups. So healing here. Some of you, it may make sense to you that this person wants to reconcile with you. I'm seeing the Knight of Wands and also the Empress and the Ace of Wands here too, and the 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, Wheel of Fortune. So this is having the intention of wanting to continue to pursue you, with the potential of this leading to something more, but it's also going with the flow here. Okay, the intention, okay, yes, maybe we can have a serious relationship about this, but not trying to force it, not trying to control it. Just let things unfold naturally with you. Okay, is what I'm seeing here. Okay, so let's ask Spirit here what your advice is, group number 3. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that outside. I don't know how long they're going to be doing that today. They started early this morning. We've got resurrection here, reprise, recovery, and comeback. And then we have thirst here with craving, compulsion, and obsession. And then we have please don't lose hope. Okay, so I would say try not to obsess, okay? Because try not to obsess over the situation or try to force it or try to control it. I feel like Spirit's saying here, don't lose hope with this person or with this connection. Those of you that are waiting for some kind of reconciliation, I do feel like it is going to happen here. Okay. Also, don't lose hope in this person's ability to improve. Okay. Like I said, this is a big leap here, going from a page to a king. It's a lot of personal development as a person for us, right? If we're starting off in page energy, inexperience, lack of confidence in ourselves here with that Page of Wands in reverse, maybe mishandling situations too, because the Page of Wands in reverse can also be very temperamental, acting out, into really growing into that King of Wands. Okay, it is possible. It's possible for people to change, especially with this kind of person's energy where they see it. Maybe, like I said, for some of you, you brought it to their attention, but where they're like, I am focusing on trying to be a better version of myself. Okay. All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, group 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next one.